Hello everyone,
Japan.
This is General Haggerty. Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I thought I'd just give you a quick look at the map here. We just showed up at Historical Wargaming. Just give you a quick look at the map before we start putting pieces on, so show you some of the changes. Now remember, this is not going to be the final art. I'll just try to go slow. I think the map looks great though. Some of the changes that I noticed, here's an air base down here in Sumatra. Nepal is a different color. Blue now with green. I don't know if that, but like I said, this is not final art. This is a change over here. This I can't read what that is, but you're not going to be able to just go around what used to be Cairo now. They changed the name of Cairo to Eastern Egypt because they don't want any city names that aren't cities, aren't actual cities on the board, like these circles here. I know I was confused by that. And here comes the pieces, so don't let me get in your way. There's another difference up there. You can see that London is its own territory now. Like London is split off from southern England, so that's another change. You can see that there's two different gauges of railway now. Russia has a different gauge of railway than the rest of the world. So you won't be able to just rail from Paris or something all the way over to Siberia anymore. You'll have to stop at that border. Looks like Spain is the same gauge as Russia is as well. And then for all you Canadians out there, you can see that territories are actually where they're supposed to be. We all noticed that was wrong. So yeah, Newfoundland is actually Newfoundland, and Labrador is Labrador, and Quebec is Quebec. And you can see some of the terrain features on here, like this would be tundra. There must be some jungle down here. Yeah, here's some jungle here. And there's desert. So it'll be tougher to move through the desert. I think that you only can move one space instead of two, like your tank or your motorized or mechanized. They will only be able to move one instead of two. But the tundra, you see, that's only at the very northernmost regions of the map, and that's not going to affect play too much. But oh, and there's a counter down at the bottom there in Antarctica.
I don't think he caught that. You said that yet.
The rivers here are hard to see, but Doug says that they're going to be widened and you'll be able to see them better. Which also you can see the bases, the air bases and the shipyards and the naval bases and things. There's lots of changes on here. But also names, some of the names. Where's the name change on here?
Printed on there.
Like here, this one is called Northern England now. It was the name of a city before, right? So anyway, they just changed the names. If it wasn't city territory, then they didn't put the city name in. They put the name of the region in. For the most part, like they missed Barcelona here.
Bavaria is new. It was Munich.
Oh, okay, Bavaria. Yeah, here that used to be Munich. Yep. Anyway, so I'm going to stop this here so we can set this up and get going. Okay, so we've taken the first 3 turns. And we're just about to start our 4th turn.
So we started in July 39, so it's
take a look at this here.
January 40.
Our nuclear bomb from last night.
No, I'm sorry.
He decided on the very second turn he was going to take over the Netherlands, East Indies.
July
so we had to start making up new rules after that. Nobody's ever seen that before. He doesn't like the Chinese. He's scared of the Chinese, but he just going to smack around these guys. Probably going after the British next, or I don't know. He might attack Germany.
He don't like me.
Are you attacking Germany next or what?
Just a minute. Just interview me about China.
So we're starting.
He doesn't like me in Russia either.
I'm waiting for
he keeps kicking Russia and the you-know-whats too.
I'm waiting for the nukes.
But over here, there's just a regular game over here. You can see how the Spanish Civil War is going. The nationalists are attacking right now, but they only have 1 territory. And France is building up. They're waiting for the onslaught. British have just been building up. They haven't been doing anything. But the only significant thing that they did was they put a minor complex down on Eastern Egypt, what used to be called Cairo. Over here, they're just building up. And over there, they're about to build next round. They should have a minor factory. It's just crazy Japanese that's got everybody in a tizzy, though. What else is happening? It looks like Italy's ferrying some guys down here. They're going to get bogged down in the desert, I'm sure of it.
He's got so mad about that.
And the Germans. Everybody's got to watch the Germans because we know that they're going to just go off on somebody soon. And Misha's playing the Russians. He's a sneaky little Russian, so we're watching him closely. I mean, even the Allies, they're scared.
I'm so sneaky. Nobody knows what I'm up to. Maybe not even myself, just yet.
He's so sneaky, even he doesn't know. Anyway, so that's what it looks like here. If you're not, I'm sure you were watching the live stream. It kind of looks different though. I was looking at the computer over there, and everything's backwards. The whole map is backwards, but you'll see the map the way it's supposed to be from my video here. Anyway, so just panning around here. China's untouched. Everybody's scared of the Chinese. Everybody meaning Mr. Nuclear Bomb over there. Okay, so the war has begun. If I can show you that, then you can see, well, what do you mean the war has begun? Germany's the only Axis power that's not at war with a major country because the Italians are attacking the British now.
Germany is at war too.
Germany's at war.
Are they? Who are they at war with?
UK, France.
How?
They attacked their convoys.
Oh, okay. So we're all at war. Everybody's at war now. And the
Russia
Japanese,
is still at peace.
except for Russia. Misha's hiding in the corner there. Somehow he's
What the hell?
escaped the wrath.
Is that a new sea zone?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Look at that. There's a new
What the
sea
fuck?
zone there.
That's the word, isn't it? Isn't that
Look
yours?
at that. There's a new sea
No,
zone
never
here.
mind. But very interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. So the
Okay, so
Japanese went after.
I don't
they
think
did
that's a
this
coastal
surprise
defense.
strike here. That gave the American
this is a battleship.
5D12.
Hey, Doug.
So
It's
now
gonna
the
be time
Americans
to-
are at
time to-
58 on the income chart, and it's still the 1930s. I can't believe it either. And that's because Japan has gone hog wild all game. They took all of this, and now they've attacked the British. They've done everything but attack the Chinese.
An old battleship.
In fact,
But it's still a battleship.
Bob is the KMT player thinks he should attack the
Is
communists.
this a
just
cruiser,
because,
battle cruiser?
you know,
Did you give them a
why
battle
not?
cruiser? Just a
If
cruiser.
if the Japanese are going to leave us all alone, maybe they'll just take over China, but I'm not so sure
So
yet.
if it's an old battleship, what's the
But
difference
the
between
war
the
hasn't begun on the east, in the east there yet, and it hasn't begun in Europe, which is just weird. The war broke out in the Pacific before the war in Europe.
So if I
We're probably going to rectify that. And the Japanese even made it down here, down to South Africa. But the British came back here and took out the boats and the transports that they used. But the Japanese did do some convoying over here. The Japanese took a bunch of money off the British. You can see the marker down
I
here.
don't even remember.
1 and 6. They took $7 off of them convoying. The Americans are able to move out now, and they don't have to worry about the first strike because Delija already used the first strike, so they can move out. And you can see, oh, what about the resistance? What resistance? There's nobody there. So
I'm here.
America, if they roll to go into the war now,
Should we begin?
okay, we shall begin.
Convoying with mines.
So here we go.
There
We're
are
going to go here.
There are no modifiers.
No modifiers?
Now 4 times, and every time we do it, it's the
5.
exact-
5.
Plus 2.
But you should be +2, shouldn't you?
No, I don't. I use mines, so you don't get to shoot back.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
you just roll a 5. Just
Oh,
roll
okay, I see what you mean.
Well,
So
Oh,
you can lose 2. So
$2. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Mongolia is definitely part of common.
We didn't take out any more markers. We just took out the ones we're
would be
using.
controlled
You
by
lose 2 from your.
USSR.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get it. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be at
But
war.
we're gonna do this
They would
battle
get an
over here,
income
right?
increase.
So let's just take a look here. So the Italian fleet's going after the British fleet. You see the beautiful new battle boards. They're not very steady because they're just paper right now. We're not sure that these are going to be the right ones, right? So we haven't made the nice ones yet. So we're going to roll the heck out of this one.
Japanese.
Let me grab my dice here.
And there are no. Yeah, I have first strike because you don't have a destroyer. Right? All right.
That is correct.
Are we done with this round yet?
No.
We're having a giant
No,
So,
Italy's
three
Italy's
first,
going
right?
after me.
war.
Nothing. And then 3 2s first strike. Nothing.
It's like one.
Excellent.
So.
So did you, with this
An 8?
transport, is this in here too, or did you come across the top?
No. Here. It's in here too.
It's in here too.
So,
Okay, so you're waiting on a screening force
Yeah.
to see if you win.
Yeah.
But did you? And everything's a fighting force except for that, right?
Yes. So I have an 8. Nothing. A 7. Hit.
Finally gets a hit.
3, 6. 1 hit more. And then 4 4s. 1 more. And a 2.
Yep.
No. Shit. 3
So he
dice.
hit me 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just we're definitely going to take this one off. We'll take the sub off. You did have destroyers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's damage. Well, they go down 2 when they damage now, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do that anyway. So I've got 1 at 8.
I was going to do militia in every color and another torpedo boat.
And
2 6.
2 6s.
1.
1 hit. Sub.
4. That's 3. So.
And torpedo boat destroyer. Miss.
1. 1 down.
That's it.
An 8. Hit. A 7. Hit. Target selection. So that goes. So you 1 more in addition.
That's a battleship.
Yeah.
So
So
one hit on it.
yeah, but he already took 1.
You're right.
So 3 6s. So 4 hits in total.
Yep.
That's it.
Was this on or off?
It's off.
Okay.
So this is
So
off.
I've got 3 6s.
Yes. 2.
2.
All right. That's it. Thank you for the.
Was your coastal or were those subs up in that top one or the bottom one? Because I think they start in the top one, don't they? Okay. Okay.
Or it doesn't matter because there's a harbor.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I actually missed.
So there we go.
Yep.
British fleet is gone there. So now everybody's in the war. Do you have any more attacks
Except
for
for
me?
Russia.
U.S.
Yes.
U.S.
Here.
is not in the war.
Oh, you're just gonna go after that militia?
Yeah.
Here, tell you what, I'll make
Might
it
have-
easy for you. I'm just
So
gonna roll
Italian-
one dice.
Well, I have 2 first
Really
strike.
attack.
It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna roll a militia. Oh, right, you got first strike.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
7. So I'm gonna make it easy for you.
Go
Okay.
up.
Who
There
has
you go.
first strike?
The artillery.
Oh, that's where you're going. Okay.
Yep. So,
And you got a militia. French have a militia in Syria that's going to defend against
So I'm at 63
Marines
because of
coming
his
in.
attack on you.
are you?
Yeah.
So you can declare war right now.
I don't know if that'd be prudent.
Do it.
Can you hit Japan from
So
there?
you get 12 extra bonus income.
Well, I had already moved forward thinking that my turn was going to end with just me moving out to.
Oh, I see. So your
yeah,
turn would be over.
My turn is getting to Hawaii, essentially.
Okay. I see. Too bad.
Yeah.
Well, Japan
It's time
can't-
for you to
Japan
run home
can't
there,
get-
little boy.
So
Japan can't get
Run
back in
all the way
time.
home.
I mean, he can hit him. What do you?
No, like he's
This
already
is where
taken
I
his turn.
moved. Yeah,
I
this is
know.
where
I'm
I
saying,
moved.
but next turn you can move what? How many ships can actually hit?
Well, the
You only have 1 man, so.
transport's
so 2 Marines here.
gonna want to go 2.
France?
Uh-huh.
Plus 1 is
So
3.
that's 2 twos.
Two Italian
So-
Marines.
2 twos.
I need,
Two.
I need to buy some dudes. But if I declare war, I get my 12.
Get
Yeah,
one
you do.
back,
There's no reason not to now.
Doug,
Yeah.
one.
Everybody's at war, so you're not gonna affect
Rolled
any
over.
incomes. So let's move this camera around.
So France loses 2. UK loses 1. So 3 up to Italy. So that's 13.
All right, it's the next turn. Right.
And we are done.
France 2 down.
You got control
UK 1
markers
down.
for those?
Let's take a look at the board over here. And look at the live stream. Hi guys.
Okay, we can take the markers off.
And we're gonna start rolling for weapons. You see there's a couple new weapons added, heavy battleships and heavy carriers. That's where everybody's income's at. The Americans have just declared war, and now everybody except for the Russians are in the war. Misha's probably sleeping in the back there somewhere.
Not quite sleeping, but
Wishing he was in the war. So we'll find a way to get him in there. You can see what's left of our dinner here. What's that place called, Doug? The Rib Crib. What an awesome place. This whole table was just full of food, and man, we're all just stuffed right now. So that was awesome. Let's see what's going on in the game over here. Japanese. We're starting to head back to the home country here because the Americans are coming across. Everybody is at war except for Russia, but Russia's getting really close, much closer anyway.
Semenya Bayatsa.
They keep trying to attack Calcutta, even with the Americans coming after them. So see how much longer that lasts. See if he goes again at them. I could see him trying it. And then over here, the Italians were able to take out the British down here
Soviet
in
sub
Egypt.
over to the Bering
I just wasn't
Sea
able
for
to
me,
put enough
guys.
stuff there yet.
Thanks.
And the Italians have controlled the Med for a couple of turns now. You can see how many boats are over here in the Atlantic. We're trying to get a handle on the new convoy rules. Lots of discussion. And Paris has fallen. You see all the Vichy and Free French territories. Germany is expanding. Poland is British now.
What size of factory do I have in Kiev? Minor, right?
Minor, yes.
They're building for war on the Eastern Front over there. But you see here, let me show you this. This is something that's going to be new in the game. There's a couple of lines here.
Forget that.
This one of them's 2 and one of them's 1. I can't really see that, but they're going to be able to walk Marines across there to attack London, or from London the other way with Marines.
I would say,
So
hand grenade. That sort of represents the fact that you could use small craft to get
Yeah,
across.
that's what
now,
I mean.
Now, guys, do I roll one?
You're going to be going across
You do
without
that
boats.
at the end of the turn.
Yep, I'm all
Or
done.
boats that
Okay,
you can
then you
see
roll
anyway.
one.
And that'll go
So
on
that
top of
is
the
going
30.
to make
Yeah.
a big change in the game.
Your income is
It's going to
increasing.
be interesting though.
6.
So you're at 36.
36.
So you're
Thank you.
7 away.
And the Americans
One
are
to two
building
turns.
to go across the Atlantic back here, not just building on the other side.
We ain't going escort duty at all?
It's not my turn yet.
No.
This-
Doug, you didn't put any, or who's, Bob?
Nope.
What?
Nothing went on escort duty?
He just brought these things over.
Yeah, these two.
Yeah, those.
Are they on escort duty, Bob?
Yeah, that's why I moved them there.
All right.
Were they not?
We gotta have an escort mark.
You probably wouldn't have convoyed that if you knew they were on escort though.
What do you mean?
Oh,
He just convoyed this.
He's not committing himself to raiding.
No, he already did. He convoyed this just now.
all right. Well, I didn't mark it, so I'll mark it this turn.
Yeah, take it
I
off.
didn't mark it.
Okay. So the next big fight will be coming up on the Eastern Front there. Did you guys, did the communists attack each other, or KMT attack the communists?
They did.
They did, but
Didn't work out so
there
well.
we are. We are heavily entrenched in the mountains.
Yeah, it's tough
And
to
we've
take
got a
them out,
lot
isn't it?
of very, very, very enthusiastic people.
Doing their commie thing in the mountains.
We're just doing our thing, man.
Bunch of commies.
They're getting ready to send Soviet dogs into space.
Not Soviet.
That'd be another generation.
Commie dogs.
Commie dogs.
Commie space dogs.
Anyway,
I would say
once
we're like,
once the war gets going over there, once Russia goes to war, then they will. Then Spain here will go back to.
So what'd you do,
Will
man?
become Russian.
It'll be a
As
big,
a lot of
big
stuff.
thing.
I
Bought a
don't
lot
know
of
if we
stuff.
showed you that
What's
earlier,
this?
but the Russians had won the Spanish Civil War there.
I don't know.
They took out this one here.
Two
That was
units,
the
I
last
don't know what,
remaining
so I'm
stronghold
gonna
of the nationalists. So they took them out there. That was a couple of turns ago, I think.
No, it was, sorry.
Anyway, I'll be back later.
I moved them this turn.
Well, it's getting pretty late here, but we're still going. You can tell it's getting late. Everybody's left the table. We're all wandering around eating something, drinking something, playing with little plastic army men somewhere else. I'm still here though. So everybody's at war. Russia and Germany finally went to war, and but it's still pretty new. Like, they've only attacked each other once in one spot, so they haven't really clashed. Down here in Transcaucasia, the Italians, you already went, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I guess the Italians didn't try to take them out in Transcaucasia, because if they get that
Actually, I
one,
think I have a
then they get
model
all of
south.
Turkey, right? So the Russians had to scramble down there. The Russian Navy just fought the Italian Navy here, and so there's not much of them left, but there was enough to get through to take out Gibraltar from the British. The British and the Americans have started their assault on Normandy here.
That's good.
So I went in and took it, and then he went in and dropped his stuff down. So we're going to have to keep doing that, keep the Germans occupied. It's going to be tough for them to make any headway into Russia
You got any ships building,
if we
Bob?
keep doing that to
Actually,
them.
not a lot. Good.
What else down here? That's what the Americans are looking like over here. So let's just walk down to the end there. So the American Navy over here is getting into range of the Japanese homeworld. So the Japanese Navy, there's just a little pocket of it over here. They're still messing up people as much as they can. They've still got Calcutta. They did not once attack China. It's like he's scared of Chinese people or something. It's kind of weird. You don't like Chinese food, Elijah?
I love Chinese food.
You love Chinese food. That's why you won't take out the Chinese. You think if you wiped them out in 1940, then there'd be no Chinese food today.
Hope to win them over.
You hope to win them over, okay. So anyway, so then Japan has got this much Navy here, but you can see they don't have a lot of planes. One of their attacks that they made into Calcutta, they only took one ground unit, and I think they lost 3 or 4 planes in that attack, and they just haven't replaced them to this point. The Russians, they moved these subs in from the northern overland route. Like, you go from one side of the board way up over there, you can take one sub at a time over to here, and so they brought all 4 of them over, and they're gonna see what they can do to the Japanese over here. But like I said, China, it's kind of funny, but
That's as far
they
as you
haven't
can go?
touched anything. China, all they did was just pile up more and more and more chips.
I'm killing it.
Americans don't have too much naval in behind, but they have come across and taken back the Philippines, and they've got
Americans
another
are
navy
there.
over here, and I
Doesn't
showed
matter.
you the navy on the other side. Japan and Italy own Africa, all of Africa, or all that's worth owning anyway. There's a couple places they don't own, but they're not worth anything. So it's definitely not a typical game, that's for sure. With Japan coming down here, and they still have these things, unbelievably, near the end of the night, and they still have all of the territories in the Netherlands, East Indies, except for this one territory that we just took back. And now we can take them all back, but they managed to hold on to them for this long, so it was definitely a different way to play the game. So anyway, that was fun. I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna play, but we'll play as long as everybody wants to play. We still got, this is just World War II. We're gonna redo World War I tomorrow, and that should be fun. Anyway, I'll be back.
Where do you guys?
Okay, so we've just about
Do
had
they
enough
just sell
here.
these?
I had ordered those online. They're just so stinking big, but you need to have tables like that so you can move them off. you
So
know?
we've gotten to the end of 1941.
They
and,
hold
we'd
everything
love
well,
to
though.
finish the game, but we only had one day to play this game. We've got to play the other game, which is underneath this map, tomorrow. So there's no possible way that we could finish this game. But really, that wasn't
Elijah.
about who won or lost or anything. It was
Come
about trying
roll.
to plus the try the new rules and talk about how to make the game better and things like that. Lots of great discussion today. Anyway, over here you can see how The Germans are going to be,
All right,
would
wanna
have
start
been under
with
siege
your
coming up
militia
here.
in
But
Calcutta?
Germany's doing really,
What are you
well.
doing?
Landing in
The
Calcutta.
blue things here. That means they got advanced mechs.
two
There wasn't a whole lot
battleships.
of
Yeah, we need to get some
Miss?
of those.
a whole lot of weapons
German
developed
ones,
just
and
yet in the game
six
because the game we just started
Who else buys
developing the
advanced
weapons
I think they
2
moved
years ago, I guess.
Nothing, yeah.
So
so
4 turns,
militia.
and so we haven't had much
Okay,
time.
here we
Oh,
go.
sorry.
I got one!
And,
Airplane
Misha,
got him.
he did really
Oh,
good.
okay.
His
Well, I
first
got a
class,
hit.
Try playing
Yeah.
this game.
My first
He's
militia
just
that
picking up
got
his Russian units now. But yeah, he did really good. He was the last one in the war. Like we were all at war.
Calcutta
he
is
was
liberated?
sleeping in the corner.
All right,
I-
on your
my
defense
turn.
here.
I made good use
we're
out of that bad
basically
boy
got-
today.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple
Yeah.
of target
So I'm going to
selections
throw
on his
the
armor.
4
Yeah, the
destroyers.
wait a minute.
tank
This
destroyer worked
transport
really
is
good.
Hong
The
Kong.
tank destroyer is a new unit
I
in
am
the game.
landing here.
Nothing's
Both
happened
of
down here
these.
since we talked, because there's nobody down here to change it. The last
Scrambling?
battles are just happening. The Americans
Okay.
are
Well, the
attacking the
4
Japanese here. I'll let it sit there.
4 destroyers and the cruiser are going to take on the sea battle.
The 4 destroyers and the cruiser.
Or,
okay.
yeah, the heavy cruiser. So,
Yeah. So these 4 against these 2.
yeah. No,
I
these
got it.
5.
Building.
5.
Japanese could possibly.
4 destroyers.
I don't think
Yeah.
That's it.
necessary.
You got 2 hits?
Yep.
Okay. The tactical for
Cruiser is
me
a 6.
Tactical.
is 5, I think.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. So
5 and
red is
whatever.
a 5.
They're in the game.
And I can choose.
Right.
So I choose the cruiser.
Okay.
They're there for you, and it gives the Japanese an advantage because
And these 2 are gone.
Yeah, well, he gets to defend.
a little bit.
I wrote
Oh, okay. Sorry.
the tactical hit.
All
They
right.
could start finish.
I will land 2 gyrenes onto Hong Kong, taking that away from you. And the other 4, just represented by the red ship, are doing amphibious assault there, starting with the battleship
Good.
and the
They
cruiser.
take those numbers off. We didn't even use them.
Yeah, that's
Or
okay.
the, okay,
Can't tell. Roland.
No.
Yeah.
4. So the
Cruiser's 3.
Yeah, so
Is that
it's- yeah.
Most people
is a
like
heavy
that.
cruiser.
Look how he stands.
Heavy
Yeah,
cruiser,
I
but
did
it
the same
needs
thing.
a 2,
Actually
so it
2, yeah.
missed. It
2.
was a 4, but it missed.
All right, 2 fighters. Miss.
Missed.
Tactical.
Missed.
And anyway,
Miss and
with
4
all the
Marines. Hit.
Multi-stage.
Hanoi is liberated.
One guy.
You need a big bore anyway. I mean,
Got one.
I hit one.
You saw-
So I'm
did you
left
see
with
his,
like 3.
his diplomacy chart?
3 Marines. So, Hanoi, there, that's what you would be down.
Yeah.
The disposition of my Navy is here and here.
Yeah.
And then I would be placing stuff. And I think that's
I
it.
gave Brian his.
No, you
Well,
would
what?
not be placing stuff because Commonwealth plays after Japan. So I would try to win them all back, or at
No,
least.
I would be placing stuff over
Ah,
there. I'm
okay.
talking about the end
Sorry.
of the U.S. turn. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we picking up, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, but I would like to see what happens if I try to take them back. Really interested
But
to
we're
see.
we're done now though.
Yeah, we're
We're not playing another
It looks
turn.
bad like this, but if
Yeah, it does.
next turn it would look very good for Japan.
no.
Yeah, sure.
No.
But
So anyway, we're gonna
There
clean
wouldn't
this
be
up
any
here
Japanese
now.
Navy.
no, let me
I
show
hope you
you. what I
enjoyed
would
the
like-
live stream
what I would
today. It
do.
went for a long time.
Let me
Let's
show
just
you.
take a look over here.
Okay.
Oh boy, live stream. Holy crap, we went for 12 and a half hours today. And we're still going.
There were 3 there.
So,
it's good for testing.
That was pretty fun for one day. wasn't it?
yeah, it was a long day.
It's actually printed more clear than that map. is.
So anyway,
Very beautiful quality.
say goodbye everybody.
Are not-
Ooh.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
and the
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Can they
World War I.
stop me?